Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a new Oakley model that I just picked up. It's actually not a new model, but it's new to me. This is actually a model that I've been looking for quite some time. I was on the fence about it, and I kind of held off on it. I was going to pick it up, then I didn't pick it up, and then I think that it actually got discontinued. So I've been looking for it, and I was finally able to locate it today at my local vault. Now, depending on when this video is coming up or gets uploaded, there is another video that kind of goes with this one, which is the other pair that I bought when I went in there looking for this one. I think I'm going to upload that video first, so if I do, I will leave a link to that video up here. I would definitely recommend that you check it out. It's a really fun video about a really unexpected find that my wife and I did as far as a pair of glasses that we argued as far as who was going to get them. At the end, she won and she got those because I was looking for these, but she decided that she was going to let me share those with her. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and check out that video. So this video is going to be on the pair that I was actually looking for, and it's this one here. This is the Wheelhouse, and I don't think there's a lot of videos on this particular guy. This is one of those styles that kind of came and went and was under the radar, but I saw them. I liked them at first, but I didn't really like them enough to buy them. And then I wanted them because I wanted to kind of fulfill a particular need for me. And then I couldn't find them, and then I was able to find them today. So this is the Wheelhouse. This particular one is in the polished clear frame with a Prizm Sapphire lens. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And I do get this question asked from time to time. The little tag right here does say RX yes, which means that these are prescription ready. So if you do want it to do prescription, you could do it on these. So let's go ahead and open them up and take a look at them. And as we look at them, I'll go ahead and share with you what the purpose for me for this particular frame was, and that is I wanted something that I could use in my vehicle, in my car, while I drove. And I do have a pair now that I use, but I was trying to be a little vain with these. I wanted something that would match my car. I have kind of like an electric blue car, and this particular color lens and frame I think match it very, very nicely, and that's why I was looking for this one. The Prizm Sapphire I think matches the color of my car. You can't really make it out right now because of the lights, the overhead lights here. Maybe if I hold it like that, actually, there we go. But I will, turn the video around a little bit and show you guys when I put this one on, and you'll be able to see it a little bit better. So again, this is the Wheelhouse model. This is actually a pretty interesting model because it is a plastic frame. So on the front right here, the frame is O-matter. And then you have the metal hinges on the side right here. And then the stems are actually metal. And then you do have some unobtainium on the ear socks right here, which is really, really awesome. Now, you don't have the unobtainium or the rubber on the nose. And I think that that's good that they didn't add it on there because it gives it more of a kind of dressy look to it, not so sporty. This is, it's more of a lifestyle frame, what I would consider a lifestyle frame. But, you do have the mixture of the metal with the plastic, which is really nice. Now, the hinges right here are pretty awesome too because they have the icon actually built in right into the hinge portion here. And then it's actually color matched to the lens. So this is, as you guys can see, it's like a team blue icon. And then it's made to match the Prizm Sapphire lenses. And I thought that was really, really cool. I like when Oakley kind of does those things, those little details to show that they're actually paying attention to it. Once in a while they don't. So, I always tend to point that out when they do. Now, these are very, very lightweight. And because I'm going to be primarily using them for driving, I wanted that. I wanted them to be very lightweight. It is not a polarized lens. That's another thing. I didn't want the lens to be polarized. I am not particularly fond of polarized lenses. That's why you don't see a lot of my eyewear is polarized, just because I don't really like the, sometimes when you look at like the screen of the car or something like that, it kind of, does like these rainbow effects and stuff like that. I don't really like that. So I tend to gravitate towards the non-polarized lenses. So this one is a non-polarized lens as well. Let me show you a close-up of that hinge, which is really cool. It's actually goes all the way through. So it's hollow. That tube that's in there, it's actually hollow, which is really nice. And then you do have the word Wheelhouse right over here. which is the model name. And then you just have the information right here, and it does say polished clear. Oh, you're actually not looking. There it goes. And it does say polished clear on the other side right here. I'm not sure you guys can see that or not. So really, really nice pair. Again, it doesn't wrap that much. It's more of a straight fit. As more of a lifestyle frame it is, but the stems are very thin. They go back really, really nice all the way. And then again, you do have the unobtainium here, because if I do, maybe I pull up somewhere, I'm going to the mall or something like that, and I take them off, then, I still want them to stay in place as I'm walking around and stuff like that, which the unobtainium on the ears there will definitely help with that. So as I mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on. I will put these on so you guys can see what they look like on me. All right, so let me go ahead and put these on. So as I mentioned, you are able to see the Prizm Sapphire lens, the color a lot better. It actually matches my shirt. This is the shirt that I was wearing to do the other video on, so this was by no means intentional, but it is a happy accident. And again, I like the fact that the lenses actually match my car. Again, I know it's a little bit vain, but I wanted to do that. But primarily this model, because it's so light and so easy to put on and just, drive around for hours if I had to, and not have to worry about them digging into my nose or anything like that. Again, it doesn't have the unobtainium or the rubber on the noses, but it does have it on the ears right here, so it is going to bond more to your skin if you do sweat, and it's going to stay in place. So you are going to get a little bit of a gap right in here. So it's not designed to be a sports specific frame or anything like that, so it's going to sit a little bit more flat to your face, but it does come up nice up and down, so you are going to get a lot of coverage from the top and on the bottom. But again, remember, this is a polished clear frame, so if you do get some light, maybe some sun or something like that, it will go through the frame versus a frame that wouldn't be clear. So just keep that in mind. But again, if you are inside of your car and you're using them for driving and stuff like that, you're not going to have to worry about it. Primarily, the light is going to come in from the front, and it's going to do a really awesome job about keeping it out of your face. The stems very, very thin and straight. They go all the way back, which is really nice. They're very low profile, so even if I was wearing like a hat or something like that, they're not going to get in the way of that. Now, I always show you guys when I put the glasses on top of my head, because again, like I mentioned, maybe I pull up to the mall or something like that, I want to walk around, I can have them on top of my head. I don't have to worry about them. They do have a little bit of flex to them thanks to the metal stems right here, and then obviously the metal hinges there. It's not spring hinge, but you do get a little bit of flex. So if you have them on top of your head, that is perfectly fine. And then once you're done, you can go ahead and bring them back down, and you are good to go. So I was hunting for this pair. I know I slept on it. I should have picked it up, but I was hunting for them, and luckily I was able to find these as my local vault, because they were actually already discontinued, I think, from the actual O stores. But if you guys are interested, I know O stores do have this model, they just don't have this color anymore, at least the ones in my area. They have a kind of darker brown color or something like that. So if you like this model but you want something a little bit different, then that is available, and it is a polarized lens also. I was looking for this specific one, the polished clear frame with the Prizm Sapphire lenses, non-polarized, and I was able to find these. As I mentioned earlier, if you guys want to see the other video, definitely go ahead and check out the link either below or earlier in the video where I posted it on top, because I think it's a really cool story about that other pair that we came across, my wife and I. We kind of argued to see who was going to get them. But I was really happy that I was able to find my wheelhouses, and I'm actually debating on actually picking up another frame, but a prescription frame wheelhouse, so I can put my prescription lenses in those. So that goes to show you how much I really like this particular fit on the eyewear. So there it is, just a look at the new Oakley pair that I picked up today, which is the wheelhouse model and the polished clear frame with the Prizm Sapphire lenses. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.